Good morning, everybody. This is Dhanashekaran, retired Deputy Director from Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board. Here, I would like to do a presentation on the Deepavali ambient air quality status at Bangalore. Previously, I did some study on Chennai, and I published, and also on Delhi. And now this is a video on what was the ambient air quality during the festival celebrations of Deepavali, and how the ambient air quality status was at Bangalore, in and around Bangalore. That is the theme of this presentation. So, during the celebrations of Deepavali festival, the continuous ambient air quality data at different locations were taken. And the period of the analysis is from 12th November till 14th November is the data that I have taken. And I have taken fine data, 15 minutes fine data for analysis. And the data source is CPCB, and the provider is Karnataka State Pollution Control Board. So the locations of the continuous ambient air quality monitoring stations taken for the study in Bangalore are Babuji Nagar, BTM layout, City Railway Station, Jayanagar, Jigni, Peenia, and Silkpur. So let's go into each and every location and looking for what was the ambient air quality and what was the values recorded at different locations. Let's start with Babuji Nagar. So at Babuji Nagar, if you see, the PM 2.5 level went up on 13th. It went around nearly 221 on the 13th, and on 14th it went around 287. See, we were thinking that 12 and 13 was the celebration of Deepavali, but in Bangalore it was on 13th and 14th. The levels were found to be higher. PM 2.5 levels were found to be higher, and the maximum was recorded on 14th as 287 at 9 o'clock. That's 21 hours in the late evening. And PM 2.5 was found to be 314 and 424 with 13th November and 14th November. So these are the primary two pollutants, as particulates were found to be more notably recorded at this continuous monitoring station at Babuji Nagar. While the NO levels were less than 10 and NO2 level less than 12 and SO2 level less than 6 and CO2 level was found to be just 2 milligram per meter cube. All are more or less meeting the standards and are well within the standards. Ozone was also found to be 30. So gaseous pollutants were not at all identified or recorded at this monitoring station at Babuji Nagar. Next is BTM layout. So at BTM layout, it was also the very similar situation. And PM 2.5 was recorded around 107 and 114. This was just crossing the 24 hours annual average of 100 microgram. But the beauty and the difference between Delhi and Bangalore, if you compare, you see the meteorological conditions are favorable. For that, the values gets dissipated, and it is fast. Like rather within a few hours, 1 or 2 hours, it is coming down to normalcy, or it is getting dissipated. While in Delhi, it is taking around 36 hours to dissipate. That is the problem for retaining of ambient air quality and deterioration in Delhi. And this is what we found at BTM PM 2.5. And PM 10 was found to be 191 and 223. This I would not consider as a value 759 because this is a freaky peak. I feel it's maybe an analyzer issue also. So let's not consider this as a peak 759 occurred at 11:30. It might be an analyzer or the taper that is going around must have clocked also. But this is a short peak, so we will not consider this as a pollution as PM10. Only these two peaks are representative peaks. while that of NO2 was found to be 39, it's well below the 80 micrograms per meter cube, and NO of 21, yes, well below the standards, and SO2, yes, 33, well below the standards, and around 2 milligram per meter cube was CO, and ozone was around 62. It was slightly higher here. Ozone levels was because ozone are not created; it is formed because of volatiles, NOx, and sunlight in the environment. This ozone is formed, and the ozone levels are found around 62 microgram per meter cube, while the standards are 180 and 100 is well within the standard. So the notable point that to be taken is particulate matter was only the issue. Gaseous pollutants was not a very big issue to talk about in BTM layout. Next. At city railway station, the PM 2.5 levels were noted to be 325 and 309 on 13th and 14th respectively, and PM 10 was found to be 397 and 374. So this is the value that is recorded as a particulate matter, while gaseous pollutants like NO2 was found to be 27 and NO was found to be 6. It's all well within the standards. So SO2 was found to be 20 and the CO was found to be a slightly higher, 3 milligram per meter cube was reported at on the 14th. And NOx, ozone was found to be forming around 31 to 28. It's all well within the standard. So gaseous pollutant is not at all an issue at this location at Jayanagar. It's a city railway station that I was talking about. I showed about Jayanagar. Let me come back once again. City railway station went around 308 and 145. So that is on the 14th, it was very high. And this NO levels, this is a PM10. PM 2.5, I don't see any values here, or the data was not available. PM10 was available at City Railway Station and was not recorded at 308. And this is a simple analyzer issue with respect to NO. The analyzer really shot up here and is again shooting up here. So this is not a very good value. It looks like the analyzer like NO and NO2 is having an issue. And the values are recorded well within the standards only, so no issues at all. And SO2 was recorded around 39. Again, SO2 is also was not recording very good. This is a very good analyzer report, but this peaks values talks about a sudden rise is something to be looked upon. Okay. And the CO levels went across nearly 3.5. So slightly the combustion was there at this location at City Railway Station because of vehicular issues. Vehicular movements might be also that's one of the reasons. But particulate matter was recorded as 308 at City Railway Station. And at Jayanagar, I'll once again tell this. It was found to be 325 and 309 for P25, PM 2.5, and 397 and 374 for PM10, which was recorded on 13 and 14. While that of NO2 was well within the standards, and NO was less than 6, 27, and SO2 less than 20 microgram. CO was recorded around 2.98 milligram per meter cube, and ozone was recorded less than 30. So gaseous pollutant was not at all a very big issue at Jayanagar. At Jigni, the pollution levels of PM10, PM 2.5 was recorded on 11th as 121, and on 12th it reduced to 82, and on 13th it went around 180. This was the recorded values of PM 2.5, and the PM10 was found to be 185, 168, and 202. While that of the gaseous pollutants like NO was less than 22, and NO2 was less than 35, and SO2 was less than 30, and CO was found to be less than 2.5 milligram per meter cube, and ozone formation was somewhere touching 98. So in this location, volatiles and ozone was one of the predominant things that has been noticed, because ozone is not created, it is formed. So at this location on 13 and 14, due to the combustion process or bursting of the crackers has resulted in formation of an ozone of 98.9, while the standards are 100 and 180. So nothing much to worry about. The benzene levels were found to be somewhere around 8.6, indicating that there's a vehicular pollution was happening on 30. From Jigni, we'll go to Penia industrial area, and we will look into what was the particulate levels at Penia recorded. It was recorded around 91.7 and 131, and it is just meeting the standards, though it is just slightly higher than 60 microgram per meter cube. It is not much to worry, because when you look at that as a 24 as a rolling average, it will come down. And PM10 was found to be 218 and 272 recorded at Penian on 13 and 14. While NO was found to be less than 50, and NO2 35, and SO2 25, and CO around 1.2, ozone around 40. Yes, this is something to be noted about. Ozone formation was noted in all these days. So this is one information that we have very, very peculiar. And benzene level were total around 1.6. So on total, gaseous pollutant was not much of an issue, but it had an effect on formation of ozone because of temperature and other factors. The particulate matter was slightly higher at P, and not much to worry about. And the next slide is silk board, which is the last one. And this is what is the observation. And the silk board recorded around 273 on 13, and on 14, 226. So this is the value recorded for PM 2.5, and 396 and 329 are the value recorded for PM10. While NO2 was 37, and NO was 1.8, and SO2 was 20, and CO went around 1.86. This is all well within the standards. And the ozone formation was noted around 58 to 49. Not much to worry about. The benzene was also less than 0.5 microgram per meter cube. On the whole, Bangalore presentation shows that except for particulate matter, all the gaseous pollutants in all these locations were found to be well within the standards. So the celebration has resulted in slightly increase in particulate matter at Bangalore. Thank you.